Well, I'm not a real Texan, but my ex-wife is, and all I got to show for it is this expired driver's license and a hunger for barbecue. Well, what do? We have to go to the World Wide Web to find a really good Texas barbecue recipes, some marinades and all that stuff. And we decided that we're going to use what we have around the house. So I just happen to have some Bud Light right here. Watch out for this big box. We're just at the butcher there and got ourselves a brisket. I'll show you what that looks like. But this is going to be Bud Light marinade. Well, this is part of the marinade. There's other ingredients too. We'll get to that later on in the show. So here is the brisket. This thing is about 12 pounds. Costs about $35 Canadian. Big heel of fat right here. You're going to cook this and then cut off this great big heel of fat. And then you shred up this big muscle. And you have some Texas barbecue sauce on there, and it's really good. But you got to marinate it overnight. And that involves using a pointy, sticky knife like this. Cut that plastic off there. Oh, by the way, I don't smoke them big cherry flavored cigars anymore. That's just wrong. I'm doing the cherry popsicles now. It's a lot better. Okay, now watch this. Here comes a big brisket. Ooh, that's a huge piece of meat. There we go. So that's part one. This is brought to you by Bud Light.
Okay, after a long consultation in the kitchen with my helper, who is the cameraman, we decided to go with a half a cup of olive oil, a cup and a half, 1.5 cups of the China Lily soya sauce. I got this because this is what we had when I was a kid, and we had the minute rice. We had the little glass bottle with the big bottom, but I got a big jug of it now. And we got one Bud Light, and the Worcestershire sauce, well, it was new, so about that much Worcestershire sauce. We mix it in a bowl, and now we've got this oily, brown, bubbling, look at that. Get right down onto that. You see that? Doesn't it look delicious? That's the marinade sauce. We probably don't have enough quite. Might have to add another beer to it. I think it should have 2 beers to this. So we're going to bring it over here. We're going to use the special marinade spoon. And that takes care of part 2. So we're going to have to go with a couple more beers. Or at least I'll drink 1 beer and we'll put this one in the marinade. Here, I'll demonstrate. They have these new twist off, which is a really good invention. And we add that Bud Light, nice cold Bud Light, right into the marinade. There you go. Ooh, it's just bubbling there. That ought to be really, really good for that meat overnight. Don't bump your head. Cupboard door's open. So stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. We got that nice marinade, and we're just gonna get it all on here on that brisket. It's bubbling and oh yeah. And that is the end of part 3, folks. Stay tuned. Well, here we are. We decided to go with a plastic container because that, I'll show you that tinfoil thing we were using. That had a hole in it, and it was leaking all over the stove. As you can see, we got the towel out here. But what I want to do now is use this chicken baster. Giving it up some of that marinade. Okay. Here we are the next day. Just giving a little more marinade. I flipped this over a couple times, trying to get all that marinade to soak into the meat. And we're about to put this into the oven for the whole day. Hello. I'm making a picnic table. Keep putting the legs on backwards, but this thing's gonna hold up our barbecue for sure. I'm almost done. Alright, you going?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are we on? There we go. There's the big brisket.
Was this fire pit here, Shane, when you got it? When you moved in, or did you put
It was over there. It was over there, a lot littler.
Here, I'll hold it.
Okay.
Shane's not used to doing this. Filet.
Okay. Oh, it's still attached there.
I love it when I Sheesh.
And I do love my meat. You should try it. Get in line, quick.
There's a line over here.
Oh,
No. Behind you.
she's taking the film.
Hey, look at that. That's looking.
Can you hold that?
I can hold it.
You got to kind of come up here, and I'm going to flick it over right in there. Okay.
Oh my God.
There you go. Nice.
What a barbecue. Wow. That looks good.
It is.
I know.
Bigger
It is
than,
pretty nice, isn't
bigger
it?
than most people's stoves.
Yeah, it's bigger than this.
Yeah. Are you going to share that?
Is this
No?
Well, okay.
finger food?
I guess it is.
Yeah, but there is forks if you'd like on the table there. But it's dark,
It
right?
looks black.
Right over here.
We're just on the outside.
Not in the middle.
Oh, it's good in the middle, bud.
Whoa, watch out.
Sometimes the blackness gives it good
Want to try, please?
flavor.
Oh, look at that. It's going to be up there on the YouTube there later on.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Sergeant Shane would like to thank Bud Light for their generous contribution.